picture that really was successful with the gimbal, I think, was The Hunt for a Red October, where they really made a gimbal that actually took the whole submarine and was able to do it back and forth and side to side. And the gimbal that you're alluding to is the bridge of the Enterprise E. Stewart wanted to make it really realistic, and he ended up doing a lot of the shake left, shake right stuff as well, because what we had was a lot of hydraulic pads that were inserted under a floating stage that allowed you to jerk the floor in any direction you wanted to jerk it, but they were left over from some other show, and I don't know that they were exactly what he had in mind, what Stewart had in mind, but frankly, the stuff, again, it's done in the camera with the actors actually pushing their bodies one way or the other and reacting like that. It's pretty hard to tell the difference. At least in this instance, it certainly wasn't worth what it cost to do that, because the set was enormous. The Enterprise E bridge is, well, put it in perspective, the original series bridge is 28 feet diameter. The Next Generation bridge was about 32 feet wide and about 45 feet long. It was like egg-shaped. And the E bridge was about 48 feet in diameter, with a lot of workstations all around the bridge. And we started out with a screen that wasn't there, and quickly decided we needed to see. We always had a problem. Everybody had a problem with whether that was a window or whether it was a view screen. Well, we all know it's a view screen, but if you're watching any one of the shows, it looks more like a window. So you have to keep repeating to the audience, on screen, look, whatever, so that you keep cueing the audience that it's not a window. We tried very hard on the E to lose it. But the only time I was successful was on the command center for Deep Space Nine, because when it was off, you saw the wall behind it. Yeah. Minor point, but those are kind of things you think about if your production's done.
Someone's got to think about it.
Now, in the new movie, it actually is a window. In the J.J. Abrams movie, and Scott Chambliss designed bridge. So that kind of transitions me to think, as someone who worked on Star Trek in the 22nd, 3rd, and 4th century, so you've done everything, essentially. You even rebuilt the original series bridge probably a couple times, right? For Deep Space Nine and Enterprise. What did you think of the new Enterprise? Both the bridge, and then maybe what did you think of their using industrial locations for the innards, as it were?
Well, this is a whole different attitude toward the total, your immersion in the story. I mean, I applaud J.J. Abrams' picture. I think it looks great. And Chambliss is a really good production designer. The thing is, if you watch the picture, there aren't very many wide angles of anything that you can look at very closely. They're on the screen only for a matter of seconds, most of them. I still don't know exactly what that bridge looks like. I didn't walk it on the stage, so I don't have any idea what it looked like in reality. And frankly, I only remember bits and pieces of it because the action was so fast and furious that the sets were incidental, and I think that's J.J.'s method of telling a story. I think that's good. I think it's very good. I would have liked to have seen more of it. He did do interesting exterior shots of the Enterprise, probably because he knew how much the fans loved to see the exterior of the Enterprise, a la the original motion picture. He took almost as much time as the original Star Trek the motion picture did to look at the outside of the Enterprise. Unfortunately, I thought the redesign of the original Enterprise made the nacelles, the warp drive engines too big in relation to the rest of the ship. But that's inexperience. Scott asked me to give him all the archives from the Star Trek the motion picture, and there wasn't anything left. I mean, I gave him things that you can buy in any booth at any convention, and I think he was thinking I was withholding evidence from him, but it truly wasn't. I gave him the only model I had, and I gave him the only drawings I had, which were, I think, some that Rick Sternbach had squirreled away from the original series. But they didn't want any help from the people that had done it for the last 18, 19 years. And that was okay. It was a new broom, and they did a really good picture. But if you asked me what the bridge looks like, I couldn't tell you. I do know it looks more like Star Trek the motion picture in terms of the grayscale. It's a whiter bridge than I've always thought that Nick Meyer was right, that the Enterprise is a submarine in space, and that it shouldn't be lavish and huge. It should be tight and cramped, and everything is precious, not so easily made to work. That not everything falls in place just as you hope it will, and not everything is there at your hand when you need it, and things go wrong and you have to repair them, and you have to do it with spit and nail polish sometimes, and that wasn't the future that we were seeing. Maybe the future will be like that. We don't know.
I think